I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci, Michael Pickering bringing it down Lo-Fi Live with what's going on in the world today. A little Lo-Fi local for you up top as per usual. Check out lofipolisci.com for your latest blog post talking about staring out our windows. And don't forget, add us on Instagram and LinkedIn to get all your local Lo-Fi updates and to let you know exactly when things drop. But have you ever heard of Thodex? You know, a Turkish cryptocurrency that started in 2017. It became one of the largest in the country. And then the creator and two of their siblings committed fraud, ripped off investors, and the creator fled to Albania, but then was extradited and tried in the courts in Turkey for fraud, organized crime, and money laundering against 2,027 victims. And I'll give you a 10 count to see if you can guess how much time the founder was given in their conviction. Go. All right, I'm not giving you a full 10 count. No. I just want to tell you. All right, so they were given 11,196 years for fraud, organized crime, and money laundering against 2,027 people and stealing an estimated $43 million from investors. 11,196 years. Yep, real story, people, real story. And what are crypto investments? Well, if you don't know what crypto is, then probably better that you don't invest in it. Next up, to Australia we go, where a vote is coming up on October 14th that would create constitutional changes in the country for the first time in half a century almost. And it would create, if this vote passes, new consultative bodies and institutions in government run by Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islanders, that any time government policy or laws come up that would affect these groups, the government has to run it by those consultative bodies first. I dig this. It seems like decolonization taking a step further to give Indigenous peoples more rights. I dig it a lot. We'll let you know how the vote turns out next month, people. Now, in other news, the G20 met in India. And what is the G20, you may ask? Is it an institution of the rich and powerful who plan to take over the planet? Yes and no, because frankly, they already got it. You see, G20 stands for the Group of 20, and it's the 20 largest economies in the world, meaning the richest countries in the world and the European Union, who come together each and every single year to do economic planning at the global level. So you see? Yeah, it kind of is an institution of the rich and powerful who are trying to run the world. Now, I know you're already probably asking. So who are these 20? We got Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, South Korea, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, Turkey, United Kingdom, United States, and European Union. That's right, the European Union is the only non-country member. But the new news is that it's going to be the G21 as of now, because they're letting in the African Union. The African Union is going to be an official member, and I love this, people. I love this. African countries have long deserved a seat at the table, but we'll let you know how this turns out moving forward, for sure. And in Mexico news, presidential elections are kicking off, my friends, or at least the candidate selection process is. The election isn't until June 2nd of next year. But the big news? The two largest political parties in Mexico, including the current ruling party who control the presidency, both political parties have nominated women as their presidential candidates. Yep, Mexico may see its first female president in history come next June. We'll have to wait and see, but this is exciting news indeed. And a last piece of news to send you on your way for the day. And someone tried to talk to me about sports this week, and they even started off by saying, I know you don't like sports, but it's like, yes, you are correct, but continue talking about sports. And it made me think, it made me smile, I love it, but it made me think it has been way too long since we've done our famous segment. Talking Jiminy. Jiminy as in cricket the sport, as in lo-fi sports talk, aka translation needed, I don't speak sports. And decode the following cricket sports headline from the BBC to get all the lo-fi loot that doesn't exist. Begin quote. Livingston's unbeaten 95 helps England post 226-7. I repeat. Livingston's unbeaten 95 helps England post 226-7. Write in, people, because remember, I don't speak sports. And that's just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.